Hey there, everyone. Ryan Schul, Straight Data Science. This is my channel. Welcome. So, today in the project, I want to talk about customer satisfaction and prediction for how can we take care of our customers better, right? Like, how can we do predictive analytics, understand our customers today, and make better decisions for our customers and create better experiences for our customers in the future. So, why would we want to do this at the beginning, right? So, retention, loyalty, targeted improvement, and customer experience, business operations, revenue growth, and opportunities, right? Understand data-driven decisions, create personalized experiences for our customers, develop proactive and predictive analytics, and solve problems before they even become problems, right? Avoid pitfalls and curate the reputation of the establishment and the enterprise that we work for. So let me go ahead and create a data set here, right? This is customer satisfaction, basically based on banking experiences. I worked for a whole bunch of banks. There's so many, I can't even name all the names. That would take too much time to do that, so I'm not going to name all the names. But let's say we have customers that come into our bank and they want to engage with us and get maybe a credit card, and apply for a new credit card, or get a second or third or fourth or fifth or 20th credit card, right? Maybe they want a home loan, right? So they want a mortgage to be able to buy a new loan. Maybe they want a car loan. Maybe they want a loan to start a small business. All these things, right? Like, we can go ahead and create loans for our customers, but we have to understand the customers and create satisfaction for them. And how are these customers happiest so they come back and engage with us in the future, right? So happy customer will come back again and again and again. And it'll create this engagement experience, right? And create a relationship. You build your brand as a manager at a branch or whatever, or customer relationship manager, right? But you have to understand the customer. KYC, know your customer, is KYC, know your customer, right? And when you know your customer, you can satisfy their wants, needs, and desires better, right? So I created this data set. Now, this is very realistic, but I'll tell you, having worked in the financial services for 2 decades, 20 plus years, you may or may not have the name. Like, the name might be abstracted away. You might have what's it called? I forgot, like a identity of the name. What was that thing? I forgot. I'm sorry. Anyways, like, you might have the customer's name in front of you, but this is called PII, personally identifiable information. So PII is personally identifiable information. So you can identify the customer personally, and you know the name of the customer, you know where they live. You might not have access to that. You might have access to that. It depends, like, which level you work at the bank. I can't tell where you are, but it might be more like just like an identity or an ID number of a customer, which maps to the customer name, right? So we might have the name, but we might not have the name. In this case, I'm just creating a customer name. Might have it, might not. Okay, that's debatable. But we have the name, the age, gender, income, the duration that they've been with our bank, number of products that they have available to them, support calls, website usage. So basic analytics about the customer, right? How they engage with us, how they interact with us. We collect all this information and we can use this to make decisions, right? So let me go down here, Control Enter to refresh the cell. So now we are trying to create a user-defined function as a target variable because we don't really have the target. We don't really know how satisfied this customer is. We're trying to understand the satisfaction level of this customer. So we have this customer over here. If I go back just a step, so customer name, age, gender, income, and weeks, website, customer support calls, website, purchase frequency, last days that we engaged, last days purchase, last time we engaged with the customer. But is the customer satisfied with the relationship of the bank, or is they not satisfied? That's what we're trying to answer, right? That's the question we're trying to answer here. So if we're giving this information, if we have customer satisfaction, it's going to be 1 or 0, true or false, yes or no, positive, negative, is customer satisfied or not satisfied? That's what we want to know. If we don't have this, we can derive it from the data. If we have that, it's great. If we don't have it, we'll create a new variable or a new feature, right? So that's what this function is for. Customer satisfaction logic. If customer support calls greater than 3, we'll give it a 1. If use apps greater than 3.5, we'll give it a 1. Member duration greater than 5, give it a 1, and so on and so forth, right? So we're going to create a new feature. This is called feature engineering, and we're going to create a new feature and say, is the customer satisfied? Yes, it's positive. Yes, it's true. Yes, it's 1. And if they're not satisfied, then it's a 0. Okay, so it's binary, yes or no, satisfied or not satisfied. That's all we're doing right here. Let me delete this. I don't think we need that thing. Okay, so now let's create a customer satisfaction label. So based on this user-defined function, satisfaction logic, customer support calls greater than 3, 3.5, membership duration, is the satisfaction yes? Is the customer satisfaction yes, or is it not yes, right? That's what we have to do right here. Wait, I'm sorry. You know what? I just realized something. We already did this. I'm sorry. We did this. We created a label. Sorry, I was playing around earlier today to create the video. So this is logic. If the customer support calls is greater than 1, yes. And app usage, membership, and last purchase and purchase frequency. Yes, okay, we'll see where this is going just a minute. So we're going to create a machine learning model, and we're going to go ahead, drop, wait, sorry, give me a second, drop what? Gender male true. Give me a second here, give me a second. Oh, we don't have this at this point, okay. Give me a second, give me a second. Multi-fit train test. So drop satisfaction, gender. Okay, give me a second. We're dropping everything that's not a number. Okay, I'm glad this happened. I'm glad it happened. So customer satisfaction, yeah, we're testing for satisfaction, so we have to drop that from the X variables, customer name, and gender. This should work. This should work. Okay, so I'm glad it happened. So the whole point of this, so we take the X variables, X is independent variable, right? Anything that's independent from the target variable, and we're trying to predict the target variable. So the Y is a target, and we're trying to predict satisfaction. So what influences customer satisfaction? What creates customer satisfaction, right? We have a bunch of variables here, and we have to drop this. This is customer name. Does the name influence satisfaction? No, a name is a name. That doesn't matter at all, right? And a gender is a gender. Male, female doesn't matter. It's a label. It's an identifier, but it doesn't help us. And the customer satisfaction is what we have to drop. We can't put this in the independent variable set. We have to drop this because that's what we're trying to predict. If you tell the machine learning algorithm, try to train on this variable that we're trying to predict and do the prediction, it's going to be 100% accurate because it knows exactly what to do. You have to remove that from the population, right? And train it on all the other pieces of information here and then try to predict the outcome, right? That's what we're trying to do. So you have to remove satisfaction, customer name, and gender because this is the label and this is the label and this is what we're trying to predict. So I think we've achieved that. So let me go ahead and hit this. We will create a SHAP plot and then look at the outcome of the plot and understand which influences or which independent variables influence the target variable the most, right? So again, these are the independent variables right here. X is independent, and it's anything but customer name, gender, and the predictor target satisfaction. So based on the age, income, membership duration, number of products, support calls, website user, apps, purchase frequency, and last purchase days ago, we're predicting how satisfied the customer is going to be. And what actually influences satisfaction the most is actually membership duration. Okay, and if we look at the chart here, so about 10% of the influence of Customer satisfaction comes from membership duration. So the longer you're a member, the longer the duration, the more satisfied you are. The longer the app usage or the app usage score is going to influence the target variable, the satisfaction rate. Income, so higher income influences satisfaction. I did not know that. So these two totally make sense. Membership duration and average usage score. That's how much you engage with the company, the brand that we have here, right? Customer satisfaction for financial services. The income, I didn't know that, but actually the income has an influence on the target variable. Last purchase days, how many days ago, has an influence on the target variable. Customer support calls has an influence on the target variable. Purchase frequency, age, and website usage per week and number of products. So this pretty much makes sense. I didn't know all this, but when I look at it now, I think this makes sense, right? So we're trying to predict, again, what influences the target variable, what influences satisfaction based on the independent variables of age and membership duration through last purchase days minus satisfaction rate, because that's the target variable, so we have to remove it, right? So that makes sense to me. So let's go ahead and refresh this. Okay, and take a break for a second, get a drink. Oh, I love ice water. That's my favorite drink in the world. So let's recency and monetary value. So let's create some buckets to try to understand how our users engage with us. So RMF is recency, monetary, and frequency. So recency is how recent how you engage with the business. Frequency is how many engagements have you done, or how many sales have you transacted with. And the monetary value is how much have you spent. So RMF is recency, monetary, and frequency. So we're trying to do these analysis. Recency says lower days is more recent and a higher score. Frequency, more frequent purchases equals a higher score, and monetary or value, higher income spend equals a higher score. So RMF analysis is all about recency, frequency, and monetary spend, right? So how recent have you made a purchase? How many purchases have you made? That's frequency. And monetary value is how much do you spend at the business. So imagine going to Costco. If you go every week, that's frequency. If you went yesterday, that's recency. And if you spent $300, that's monetary, right? So it's monetary spend. So let me go down here and create a chart to show basically based on the RMF data frame. So what segments are, or what are the top RMF segments created by satisfaction? So which segments are we creating here that lead to customer satisfaction? That's what we're trying to derive, right? So let me create one more data frame. If I go down here, I have R, F, M, recency, frequency, and monetary, and we add these together. It's very basic math. R plus F plus M. And again, recency is, did you do a transaction yesterday or last week or last month? Frequency, how often do you go there? Do you go there every week, every month, once a year? And monetary, how much you spend there? Do you spend 100? Do you spend 1,000? Do you spend $10,000, right? That's what we're looking at. So once we have this, Control Enter to refresh the cell. We have the scores, RMF engagement, okay? So we add these together. Recency is R, F is frequency, and M is monetary, and we sum these together. So 4 plus 2 plus 1 equals 7, so it's pretty obvious, right? Our RMF segment comes from the prior step, right? So RFM segment comes from frequency score plus value score, right? So you can do the math over there. So that's pretty intuitive. So now we want to tag the top VIP customers. So VIP, very important customers. VIP, anything is very important customer. So based on all this, we want to know that customer frequency. Let me see if I can fix this a little bit. I was just playing around with the code earlier and looking at this. So RFM level shows this as a regular customer. So this is somebody that we want to engage with. We want to do marketing. We want to do support. We want to do maybe customer incentive discounts or something like that, like motivate the customer to spend some more money. But let's look at the top 10 and the bottom 10. Okay, so here we are sorting the column, sorting the data frame by RFM score. So here we have RFM sum. RFM sum is right here. We're sorting by RFM ascending equals false. So it's descending. So the top is the best and the bottom is the worst, right? So if we go over here to the right, we can see RFM. This is a top customer, top customer, top customer, top customer. And you go over to the left and you can see this person. And again, this could be PII. This could be PII, so personally identifiable information. That's a tongue twister for me. I can't even say it. It's like I can't do it. I'm sorry. So this is PII. We have the customer name. You might not have that. You might have an abstracted away name. You might have customer ID that's mapped back to the customer name, or you might just have the actual name. I put the name in here just for convenience. Sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't have it. Sometimes you have to use encrypted technology to get to the name because certain levels of businesses have access to some things and some don't have it. So in this case, I just made it very simple. We have the name. So these are high-level customers. So Evelyn, Gavlin, Victoria Larson, Jeremy Reed, Anna Hill down here. These are the top 10 customers. These are the top customers we have to take care of. We have to look out for their best interests. We have to take care of them. We have to do marketing. We have to do discounts. We have to do like product enhancements or something for these customers. If we go down here, we can see the bottom 10. Okay, this is just a regular customer, nothing unusual, nothing special. Brittany Kim, Lisa Hunter, Anthony Romero, Ken Sharp, and Jose Schultz. So that's great if they're a customer. If they're not, that's okay too. Like, we can make a compromise in this. We don't have to reach out to these customers. We have to give them personal attention and like a tap on the back and say, hey, like here's a discount or here's a promotion or something like that. Like the top customers we need to take care of, right? To enhance or to enable customer satisfaction. These are the top customers that we have to reach, right? These are the top people. Anything that falls into this bucket right here, top customer, we have to take care of these guys. These are high rollers. These are the whales. Anything that's a regular customer, like I appreciate your business. Thank you for your business. Keep coming back. BAU, business as usual. Thank you for that. But are we reaching out to them with promotions, for discounts, for incentives? Not necessarily. They're going to come or they're not going to come. These are random people making random purchases based on RFM, recency, frequency, and monetary value. They could come, they could not come. And if we have our hands full, we're not going to engage with these guys. Like if we have some free time, okay, I can send a promotion to these people, to this group. And it's fine. I'm not saying don't do that. Don't reach out. Don't give a personal touch. But these are the people we have to take care of, okay? These are the top customers based on RFM analytics and customer satisfaction. If these customers are satisfied, they'll come back again and again and again and again. Build your brand, very loyal. These guys are very brand loyal. They will come back to you over and over again, no matter what, right? So we have to engage with them. These other people are just regular customers. Hopefully they come back. If they don't, that's fine, okay? We'll do business with the high-end customers, okay? That's it. So hopefully this was, enlightening and informative and somewhat educational. I try to make all my videos like practical and realistic and try to drop knowledge wherever I can. Hopefully I do a good job based on the feedback I got. I think it's okay. Maybe it could be a little bit better. I'll try to level up. I'll try to enhance my game. I think right now this is my 300th video. I had 300 in just about 300 days. My original goal was to do 365 videos in 365 days. I started on, August 8th, 2024, and it's June 5th, 2025. So I'm pretty much on par with where I need to be. I think I have to level up just a bit. I have 65 videos to go to meet the target, but 300 videos in about 300 days. I think it's pretty good. I think it's a good record. So that's it. So I'm going to wrap it up here, and I'll post all the code like I always do when I post a video a little bit later today. Give me some time to structure everything and get it set up and get it set nice and fresh and enticing for people to click on that icon. What is it called? The label, the thumbnail or something like that. Let me get that set up and I'll post a video later today and I'll share all the code with you guys. Hopefully this was helpful to you and a good use of time. I try to make all the videos like informative and educational. That's the whole purpose here. So I'm going to wrap it up and I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Thank you for your time. Take care. Bye.